Well,
1 year.
1 year, yes. So we'll get straight on with 1 year on. Of course, yesterday was the anniversary of lockdown. And I thought we would just run through some of the massive successes that lockdown has brought us. Now, the Daily Mail here, this was from Monday, or maybe over the weekend. The shattering price of lockdown, huge impact of curbs on our health and economy is revealed after a year of COVID restrictions. And then they take it on to another subject, which of course is the continuing, well, whatever it is, it's going on between the EU and the UK with respect to vaccines. We might talk about that a little bit later. But let's see what we can say about it. So 3 million missed out on cancer checks after coronavirus put screening on hold. That's a report from December. So the situation's only worse at this point. We should also make the point that, of course, the National Health Service has the longest waiting lists possibly in its history, but certainly for a very long time now. Act now to avoid thousands of extra heart attacks and strokes, ministers warned.
I've got to say, Mike, that is a particularly cynical health line from I there, because if we look at the adverse effects from vaccines, heart attacks and strokes is absolutely in that bracket. So there is going to be more of them.
Yes, but of course, this is mainly talking about the fact that the healthcare has been withdrawn from people for normal, non-COVID related things. And almost half of young adults at clinical risk of mental health disorders and profound crisis study shows, said the Telegraph earlier on in March. I think this was the 15th. Well, what have we got here? WebMD saying child suicides rising during lockdown. In fact, many reports, anecdotal reports at this point, because of course there's no actual statistics about the numbers of suicides caused by lockdown, because the inquests haven't taken place, and so no formal verdict has been reached. But enough evidence, anecdotal evidence, is there to show that suicide rates, not just amongst youngsters, but amongst teenagers and young adults and older people, absolutely rising as a result of lockdown. So that's another lockdown success there. Well, what have we got here? Another lockdown success. This is Alzheimer's Society. Lockdown isolation causes shocking levels of decline for people with dementia who are rapidly losing memory, speech, and ability to dress and feed themselves. So it continues to get better. What have we got here? Spiked saying, don't blame COVID for economic devastation. And this is an accurate headline, because we look at the mainstream press and it's constantly COVID has done this, COVID has done that, COVID has done the other thing. No, lockdown policy has done these things. The policy of the government, the policy of secretaries of state and the Prime Minister and their officials have done this, not COVID. Well, in fact, quite a number of scientific papers. This is Do Lockdowns Work? The literature from In Proportion To, 30 plus papers suggesting lockdown is ineffective. Well, it is ineffective at achieving the goals, the stated goals of lockdown, which is to prevent deaths, because most of the deaths have, as we'll see in 1 second, have been caused by the lockdown itself. So let's just look at